Everybody wants love. Everybody wants nurturance. Everybody wants to be poured into, but not everybody wants to give that back. Not everybody wants to be a nurturer. Not everybody
This
wants.
is power with perfume on it. This is softness in a silk robe. This is becoming Harris energy.
The lost art of love is presence. The lost art of love is choosing someone who gives you the feeling of being soft or allowing you to be soft and whole and feminine, living in your divine feminine power and not anxiousness, not anxiety, not chaos or dysfunction. The lost art of love is emotional literacy. It is spiritual honesty. It is slowness. It's give and take. It is allowing yourself to be loved. And I want to go deeper into this because all this has been coming up for me a lot lately as I'm entering this season in my life where I'm understanding love in so many different ways. I understand love in a different way that I have never understood it before. I am not the woman I was 2 years ago. I'm not the woman I was 2 months ago, and I'm damn sure not the woman I was 2 fucking weeks ago. So, the lost art of love is definitely presence because presence is what makes love feel real. It is being here with someone, it is being tuned in, it is being grounded, it is being aware, it is seeing another person's soul without abandoning your own. Presence is the thing I feel like most people crave, but very few people know how to give. There's this book by Bell Hooks called All About Love, and she talks about nurturance and what love means to her, and it's the ability to nurture beyond yourself. You know, nurture someone else's spiritual, emotional, physical, and mental growth. Being able to pour into someone else's spiritual side, emotional side, mental side, physical side. But she also highlights that everybody wants love, everybody wants nurturance, everybody wants to be poured into, but not everybody wants to give that back. Not everybody wants to be a nurturer. Not everybody wants to give and take. People just want to take, 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 take. And I'm learning that. The lost art of love is choosing someone who allows you to be soft, not anxious, not from fear, not from a place of trying to convince or chase or prove. Soft choosing is when your nervous system relaxes around someone. It is when you feel held without losing yourself. It is when love does not feel like tension. It is when love allows you to just be and be who you are and live in who you are and thrive in who you are with no need to shrink or tear down yourself or become less of yourself for someone else. The lost art of love is emotional literacy and actually knowing what you feel and being able to name it without shame. Being able to say, I am overwhelmed. I am not angry. I feel unsafe, not unloved. I need reassurance, not distance. Most people were taught survival and not emotional truth, but you cannot love someone you cannot be honest with. You cannot love yourself if you cannot be honest with who you are and where you are. The lost art of love is spiritual honesty. It is taking off the mask. It is letting someone see the real you. It is being able to say, this touched the own wound and it made me shut down. Or this scared me. This made me feel vulnerable. That kind of honesty is very fucking rare because it requires a certain amount of safety and self-awareness. The lost art of love is slowness. We live in a world that rushes every single thing. Everything is rushed. Feelings, intimacy, attachments. But real love is definitely slow in my opinion. Real love takes its time. Real love builds safety before intensity. Real love is not in a hurry to claim you or to hold you down. It wants to understand you. It wants to understand who you are in every season, in your evolution of becoming. The lost art of love is give and take. Two people pouring into each other with the same intention. Not one person doing all the emotional labor. Not one person always holding space. Not one person always fixing or chasing or overgiving. It is definitely mutual care, mutual tenderness, mutual understanding, mutual repair. Lost art of love. And the last one is allowing yourself to be loved. This is the hardest one, especially if you grew up in dysfunction, if you grew up in a family who are still aligned with generational trauma. If you grew up in survival or rejection or emotional unsafe environments, receiving love requires you to become softer. It requires you to trust. It requires you to let someone show up for you without you having to strengthen or you to little yourself. You running without you sabotaging. It is loving. It is allowing peace to feel familiar instead of foreign. The lost art of love is definitely not dramatic. It is not chaotic. It is not obsessive. It is gentle. It is soft. It is honest. It is steady. And most of all, it is definitely present.